Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, meow.
I'm definitely a person that likes to say meow, 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 meow,
Meow, meow, meow, meow.
meow, meow,
Meow, meow.
meow, meow. Hello. Welcome to Awkward Outcast podcast. I'm Julienne.
I'm Sunny. If outcasts are awkward in the woods, but no one is around to see them, will they still make a podcast? Welcome.
Welcome. Would they? I mean, I guess it
I
depends.
think they would.
Yeah,
I mean, if we had a way to.
true. You can do like a podcast for like the ants.
Aww. A podcast for ants.
Or like the chipmunks. Critters.
Oh yeah, chipmunks. Chipmunks are cute.
Yeah.
They're like the teeniest, tiniest little squirrels.
Yeah. They're so cute. They're soft too.
Oh, I've never pet a chipmunk before.
I never like patted it, but we have like this like garden gate wires, and there was like few chipmunks playing inside and out of the garden. It's like I don't even know what it's called. It's chicken wire. Is that what it's called? Right.
Yeah, like the little like.
It has like
little,
octagons or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they were playing through that and stuff, and then they one of them got their claws stuck between the octagon bronze thing, so I had to go over there and unhook him.
Aww.
And like he calmed down eventually, and then I got to like unhook him, and like the paws were like really soft, and it's like it's okay, it's okay, and then yeah. Glad I was there, because I don't know how long you would be stuck there, you know?
Yeah, that would be sad.
They have like little teeny paws, too.
Aww.
It didn't try to bite me, so that's nice. I think he was just not sure at the moment, and then once he realized, like, oh, you're helping me. Bella didn't help. She just kind of looked at it as like, what is that? Why aren't you petting me? I'm like, Bella, I'm not.
Aww.
Okay. So, topic for the day. Or how are you? Do you want to do that?
Oh yeah. I'm good. Doing good.
That's good.
I was trying to see if I could think of something like interesting to say. Don't know if I can.
That's okay. You don't have to. Do you want to?
How are you?
I'm good. Bit tired, but I'm actually not as tired as beforehand. My mom's reading my script, so she was helping me with the grammar. She got to honey mustard, so she's like,
Honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
I love him.
Yeah. You read it for the first time, and she's like, I don't remember honey mustard. I remember talking about him, but I don't remember reading him in the script. And I'm like, what? So she just got to that part with honey mustard picking out his own outfit.
Aww.
Yeah. So, we're talking about his name was Hero. I wrote a script, and my mom's rereading it for grammar mistakes because I'm not that good at that. Do you want to just jump into the topic then?
Yeah.
Or
I guess you can go first since you thought of the thing. I ordered mine chronologically. Did you do that for yours?
no, because I don't remember the age.
Yeah, I'm guessing on the age for some of mine.
How many do you have? Do you want to do like the most do it first?
I mean, I'm sure as we go, I'll think of more. I don't have the best memory, but I know I did a lot of weird things.
Okay.
Let's see. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wait, 10.
I might
And a
actually.
bonus story.
Okay. I think I have the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Never mind, I have 13. Okay. So I guess I'll start. So when I was a kid, I used to wear this like leopard costume for like 3 years in a row. Like I would not wear anything else. Um,
Aw.
so I would wear a lot of like costumes throughout my childhood just because I wanted to. I dressed up as a lizard first, because I wanted to. One day, I also dressed up as a chicken for Easter one day. That was fun.
Aw.
Yeah. But since I wore this like, it's kind of like a leopard onesie, kind of, with a tail. That used to have like a hat thing with ears, but I lost it. And Josh, my cousin, Maeve's brother, wouldn't go out with me because I would wear it in public, So,
Aw.
like, I was probably like 7 to 10, maybe younger, but like I would wear it every day for like 3 years straight. And there was this one time that I wanted to be a pirate for the day, but it wasn't like I wanted to be a pirate without the leopard suit. I wanted to be a pirate with the leopard suit.
Aw.
So I wore
Pirate.
the pirate. Oh, I like that. Um, I might actually gonna turn you up more. I think you might be a bit low. Okay. So we also were going to the movies that day, and Josh was like complaining. He's like, I don't want to be seen by you wearing like a leopard
Aw.
suit, a pirate's hat, a bandana, and Mardi Gras beads, and a pirate sword. And I dressed up like this to the movies. It wasn't a pirate movie. I just wanted to be a pirate. And I finally Josh caved and was like, okay, fine, we'll go to the movies, but I don't want to be seen by with you. And we went. We were walking into the We would parked our car and we were walking to the movies. And like this lady stopped us and was like, "Whoa, you're dressed up. Did you came from a parade?" And Josh got so mad. And he's like, "No,
Aw.
she just dresses up like this." And I'm like, I'm a pirate." And we had to explain that like every day is dress up day for me.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like to dress up as things. I was a really weird dresser in middle school. I can remember wearing a lot of like clip-on ties, like the long kind of tie, not a bow tie. Like
Okay.
the like an Avril Lavigne situation kind of. I would
Okay.
do a lot like I don't know if it was because I was a fan of Avril Lavigne or if I just bought a clip-on tie and wanted to use it, but my fashion sense was interesting in middle school.
Well, did you like it?
I
Like,
did, yeah.
so that's good.
Yeah. I can remember wearing a lot of arm warmers too. Like the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I,
I,
I don't know who I got that idea from, but I remember wearing a lot of arm warmers.
I always thought those were cool.
And
Like, well,
they are. They are. That's why I wore them.
nice.
Oh yeah, it's technically my turn. I just did another related
Okay.
thing. Okay, my first one is from when I was really little, too little to remember, but my parents told me about it. I wouldn't eat no wait, hold on. When I was little, I would eat anything if it had like the packet, like gravy on it, but like not real gravy, like the packet kind that comes as a powder.
Mm-hmm.
So they put that on all my food, and now I would eat anything that had that on it.
Oh,
I guess I wouldn't eat things that didn't have packet gravy on them. I don't know how old I was, but I must have been young. But now I do not love gravy. It kind of looks weird to me. So I guess I used up all my gravy enjoyment as a baby.
that's I went through like a mashed potatoes and gravy phase.
Ooh, mashed potatoes is good.
I used to call it mash the tables and gravy.
Aw,
Yeah.
mash the tables.
I think it's because I thought that's what people were talking, saying. Like, mash
Like the
the table.
cranberry goons.
Yeah, gravy goods. Yeah, exactly. I guess I misheard a lot. But then, like, after knowing that, I still said it because I thought it was funny. Mash the table. I mean, I still call cranberry goons, so. Sorry, I have, like, a drippy nose. I'm not like,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I mean, I'm not sick. I'm just, I don't know, just drippy nose time. uh, should I go to my next story?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when I was a kid, we had Whiskers, which was like my first cat. She was all
Shiny
black.
Bella.
Yeah, Shiny Bella. She's all black and like orange eyes. And my sister sorta lived with us off and on. And then one day she got a cat, which was named Gizmo. And we already spayed Whiskers, or we were about to spay Whiskers. One Jack kind of dropped Gizmo off, and now it's like, oh, now we have two cats, because she kind of stopped living with us for a while, but we now have her cat. It was kind of interesting situation. But, like, you're not allowed, or some vets won't spay cats until they're, like, a certain age. So we got her spayed, but it was, like, too late. We just weren't aware that she was already pregnant.
Oh, I think it cut out.
Oh, how much?
At the start of the sentence.
Did you heard that Whiskers is pregnant?
No.
Okay.
Cut out when you said that, I guess.
Okay, so Whiskers was pregnant before we got her spayed. But unknowingly, we didn't know that until like she started showing, and we're like, but she's spayed. Wait, how did this happen? Apparently it can happen. When it's like close. So when I found out that, I'm like, she's gonna have babies. And like, but when I was little, I just, no. Okay, should say that first. When I was little, I was just so confused. I'm like, but they're not married. They can't have babies.
Aww.
No.
Aww.
Like, no, they're not allowed to have babies unless they're married. Now, I don't think like that. You can have babies without being married. But back then, I was just really confused. And Grumpy is the real justice of the peace. So he can actually marry people. So we actually had a marriage for our cats.
Aww.
I dressed up in my leopard suit. I was the flower girl. And we put down like cat food next to each other. So like, they're standing.
Aww.
Yeah. And he like,
Oh, that's so cute.
we probably mate was over, and we probably just had like some family gathering and stuff, and Grumpy married my cats. Technically, Gizmo wasn't my cat, but still. So yeah, we actually had a wedding for my cats.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. I was so stubborn and confused. I'm like, no, I think you must be married. So yeah. I don't remember how old I was, but yeah. Well, what about you? What's next on the weird list?
My next one is, I don't know how weird it is, but it's funny.
Okay.
Well, some of it's weird. I don't know how old I was. I can remember doing some of this stuff as I got a little older. I had like random obsessions. The first one is like anytime there's like a ceiling fan on the ceiling, like spinning, that was like the only thing I wanted to look at. I can remember just like staring up at it and watching it go around and trying to like blur my eyes, like it was just like the movement. And And I was really into like lining up my toys when I was little, and I can remember even as I got a little older, I would like to put them all like little dolls in a line, and then I would like one by one I would move them forwards until they got all the way across the room. I was like, they're going on vacation. They're gonna go all the way to the cross the other side of the room. And I would just move them forward like a few inches at a time, and then take the next one, move it forward until they went all the way across the room.
That's
And
so
then
cute.
it was I loved doing that when I was little. And then my last one, for that section, I was really into rhyming things. So I would like pick a word and then I would be like, cat. Then I would start of the alphabet. Cat, that's a word. Bat, that's a word. Cat, that's my starting word. Dat, not a word. Yat, not a word. Fat, a word. All the way through. And yeah, one day I was really little and I was doing it with the word duck, and so
Oh no.
that was the first time I ever said a bad word when I was like 2. But I didn't know what it meant. I was just
Yeah.
rhyming.
That reminds me. I was rhyming. I was doing the same thing. I was so little. We were at like a pool in Florida, and I was like rhyming things with duck too. But like,
Oh, you did it too?
yeah, in the pool. I never really. After this, I kind of stopped because my dad kind of yelled at me because I was like saying
Oh.
like duck, muck, fluck, but I said it with the FL. So for like years of my life, like till I was like a teenager, maybe like not 17, but like a teenager. Like I was so scared and to say fluck, like
Oh.
FLUCK, because I thought that was to swear. And
Oh.
I didn't knew that was a swear. I mean, it's not a swear. I didn't knew FUCK was a swear. But he's like, don't say that, don't say that. But he misheard me saying FLUCK,
Oh.
thinking it's FUCK. And yeah, for years I was so scared of saying things that I didn't knew. Like, so I kind of like stopped saying things, like talking for a while, like, just because I was just so scared that he was gonna yell at
Oh.
me or someone's gonna say like, don't say that, which is kind of sad. But now I don't really care. I mean, I don't swear, but I don't care. People yelling at me for saying things that I shouldn't say. I don't know. If I want to say it, I should say it, you know?
Yeah.
But, the fan thing, I also sort of did. I would, like, I don't think it was, like, necessarily the only thing I would want to stare at, but I would stare at it and try to find, like, one blade.
I can remember doing that too.
Yeah, it's so cool when it happens. It's like, oh, I found it.
Yeah, I like to watch spinning things. Oh yeah, another one I did probably around that age. My parents had like one of those salad spinner things, where like you pump it and then the inside spins around and it gets all the water off the lettuce. I
Uh,
can't remember our family ever actually using it, but I know I would like sneak into the cupboard. It was always in the same place, and I liked opening the cupboard too. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the one where like it rotates out.
okay, yeah. I think
Like
I've,
sometimes it looks like it's the corner between two cabinets, but then you can rotate it out.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think maybe Mammy has that. I don't remember.
So I really liked opening that cupboard, and then inside was the salad spinner, and I can remember sitting and just like woo 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 woo, and then watch it whoosh, and then it would stop. Woo 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 woo, whoosh, and then it would stop. It's a fun toy, but it wasn't a toy.
Anything can be a toy, as long as it's
Anything.
not like killing you, you know?
Yeah, that's true. All items can be toys
Yeah,
if you bring the vibes
yeah, and handled carefully if
and
it's
handle
dangerous.
carefully.
Yeah. I used to like bring, I was like, so we have a cabinet like down below near the floor with all the cereal, and I would like take all the cereal out and then like go in the cabinet and close the door and be like, no one knows where I am, even though there's like a
I would do that
bunch,
too.
yeah, of
I
cereal.
we had like these little like cubbies that we'd put our backpack in that were
Uh-huh.
exactly the size of my I don't know how old I was, like second grade self, maybe. I can remember sitting in there a lot too and being like, if I'm perfectly still, no one will know I'm here.
Is there like, did you have to put things outside? So like, there's just a bunch of things that were inside now outside on the ground, so people would
I
actually
can
come out.
remember, well, I would do that with, I think I've done that with cabinets because I wanted to be inside the
Mm-hmm.
cabinets. The cubby didn't have anything but the backpack, but I can remember trying
Okay.
to fit myself in there and then also fit the backpack in front of me as like the fourth wall.
Okay. I think I can still probably fit in the cereal cabinet. I have to take everything out though. I think I can still fit. I should.
I haven't tried to fit my, well, we don't have, we're in a different house now, so we don't have the little cubbies.
Okay.
I remember, oh, these, I'm thinking of more as we come back. I don't know if I should save it or, I'll say it
Yeah.
now because it's
Say
kind of
now.
the same thing.
Yeah.
In middle school, I was really into like sleeping in my laundry basket,
Aw.
like instead of my bed. I don't know why I did it, but I guess it was comfortable. I would just, it was like the kind where it's like plastic, with kind of like a rectangle shape.
We don't actually have plastic now. That's not what I meant to say. We don't really have. What is that thing you call the laundry basket?
Yeah, the laundry basket.
Yeah, laundry hamper. We don't have that. We I've seen it over at Mammy's. It's like a tall thing, like a cylinder basket.
Yeah, ours, the one that I would sleep in was like, I wish I could show you a picture, but I don't have a picture to show you.
I mean, we have
Um,
laundry baskets, but not like a laundry hamper. We have
yeah,
like
it's
a
like, it's a
chute,
rectangle.
a
It's
rectangle.
like the long ways rectangle, so you could like
Okay.
lie down in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bella sleeps in that.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I don't know why.
Did you bring like blankets and pillows?
Um, I think I put like one pillow in there.
Okay.
No, I don't remember it looking comfortable, but I guess I must have found it comfortable.
I think at one time we were at a Florida hotel and the tub was like kind of big. I don't think I ever did sleep in it, but I did like, I should sleep in this. I want to sleep in this.
Oh yeah, me too. I think that all the time. Like
Yeah,
blankets, pillows.
yeah,
Like you could make it soft.
yeah,
I really want to do that. It seems like it would be comforting.
yeah. Me too. It's nice. But no, we don't have like a laundry hamper or something. We have like a chute to downstairs, like
Oh,
in our
that's
closet.
cool.
So we just kind of throw our clothes down there. And I guess my brother, when he was like younger, he would like slide down there, like on like blankets and stuff, and go down the chute. I don't think I ever did it just because it's scary. And now I'm too big to
Yeah.
try it.
I mean, it does look fun.
Yeah,
And like I think in sometimes like I've seen some TV shows where people do that.
yeah. I, we, this is also a weird thing. Cause like, though, like when I have like, used to like have people over because of school, like I made them, they would be like freaking out because like, whoa, that's so cool, you know? So I remember, I didn't realize this was weird until like, um, should I say her name or should I like rename her?
Um, I don't know. I don't know who you're about to name, so
Uh,
I don't know.
I can message you on Discord.
Okay.
I'll rename her just because then I can like talk to her about her again without people
Oh,
knowing.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Destiny, sure,
Destiny.
Destiny. So she was like my friend, best friend in like 8th grade to high school ish. Uh, so she was also my crush for those times too. But she came over like during 8th grade or high school, and we were in the living room, and we needed to turn on the TV. So I'm like, oh, she had the clicker, the remote, whatever you want to call it, and she's like trying to turn it on. She's like, it's not working, and I'm like, oh, you have to flip the light switch, and she just looked at me, like as if it was like a trick, and I'm like, no, just flip the light switch, it turns on the TV. And she's like, what do you mean it flips? What do you mean it turns on the TV? And then I had to go to the light switch and flip it on because she thought it was like a prank. And then it turns on. She's like, well, what? And I didn't realize it was weird to have like a light switch, to have like the TV connected to the light switch for it to go on until like,
That's cool though. I like that.
yeah, till I was like 16, 17. I guess that's not a normal thing. Yeah. I just, yeah. We have weird things in our house. We also put like
That's
this,
cool though.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. If I ever get a house of my own, I think I'll do that too. Light switch TV. Even though I don't really use the TV often. Which is also bad because when you're playing a video game and it's someone like I remember I was like defeating Gandalf, whatever it is, Ganon.
Ganon.
Ganon. Wait, is it Ganon or Ganondorf?
I don't know. I have to look that up.
Yeah, wait.
Bad guy from Zelda.
I think it's Ganon. Is it Ganondorf?
Ganon. Legend of Zelda. Zelda Ganon? Ganondorf.
Ganondorf. Okay. So I was like on the last boss of him, and it took me a while to get there. And then Auntie Nay accidentally turned off the light switch, and it turned off my Nintendo. Was it Nintendo? Yeah, my Nintendo. And she's a gamer too, so she understands that feeling. She's like, oh no. Like, you can just see her like realizing what she did. Like, my mom wouldn't really comprehend or understand what it would feel like, but since Auntie Nay plays video games, she knows. But I beat him eventually, so. But yeah. So, there's pros and cons to the light switch. I guess don't hook up your video game console to the light switch, just the TV. Because then the TV just goes off, not necessarily the video game. But yeah. Well, anything, do you want to do another one for yours? I kind of just...
Yeah. When you said the stuff about the laundry, well, no, I'll go in chronological order. Okay, this next story, the only time in recent memory I've told it as like a story, like just like happened, and not just saying that happened. It was in sign language. It might not be as interesting when I'm saying it out loud. I don't know, but I'll try. I was little. I still don't love hide and seek because if I'm the seeker, I can never find anybody. And if I'm hiding, they find me first. Like every time, even in my like playing with younger cousins or something, I get found every time. But I do remember I don't think I had any real close friends or friends in preschool that I can remember. So I can remember a lot of times people would ask me to play and I would just say yes, whatever it was.
Okay.
So I remember being asked if I wanted to play hide and seek, and I remember saying like, "Sure, I'll try." And I looked all around, and I saw a very small potted tree, and I was like, "No one will ever find me if I sit behind that, 3 feet away from the person who's counting." So I went and I sat behind it, and I was like, "Yeah, this is so perfect, and everything is wonderful. It's nice out, and I'm gonna win. And everyone's gonna be so impressed." And so I finished counting, and then went and searched for everyone, and did not find me. And they finished except for me. And I guess they went to the teacher, and they were like, "We can't find someone in our hide and seek game. Have you seen her?" And the teacher had not. And so then, and we were playing near the end of the day. So my mom arrived at school to pick me up, and
Oh no.
they were like, "I'm sorry, we don't know where she is." So, my mom, my teachers, probably my classmates were all searching around, trying to find where I was. And where was I all this time? Still behind that same little tree. It was a warm, nice, beautiful, peaceful day, and I fell asleep. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep like almost immediately. Because I don't remember sitting back there a long time. I just remember waking up and hearing people shouting my name,
Uh-huh.
being like, "What?" And then like, "Uh-oh, I
Oh
think I
no.
made a mistake here." So I went out and I was like, "Hi, everybody," and they were like, "Where were you?" And I was just like pointing over to where I was. And they asked me why did I not respond when I said their name. I didn't want to admit that I was asleep, so I just said,
Yeah.
Um, I didn't hear you, which is technically true. I did not hear them
Hmm.
as I was sleeping, and that
Yeah.
is the only time I can ever remember winning a hide and seek throughout my entire life.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And as
Uh,
far as I can remember, that might be my first memory too, because it was preschool and I don't remember anything before preschool.
I don't know what's my first memory.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I do have another one from preschool, a few other ones.
Hmm.
I don't know what came first. I like to imagine that came first because that's the funnier one.
Yeah. I have like memories of like the hospital, but I don't. It's like a large part of like my first years of this lifetime. But like in the hospital, I don't know like exactly when it is. Like I've had a lot of heart surgery, so I stayed there a lot. But I don't know like was it before? Was it the first one, the second one, the third one? So I don't know
Yeah,
the
if all your
timing.
early ones are like all being at school, being in the hospital, it's hard to tell
Yeah,
which one comes first because you have a lot of memories in like the same
yeah,
setting.
yeah. I will say I do remember. I guess I can say his name. I named my camera after him, Ricky, which is like one of my first crushes. Um, I don't know. Like I know I don't know. Like I remember hanging out with a friend beforehand, so it wasn't like that's my first memory. But it's like one of the memories of like school, I guess, that I remember. If that makes sense, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was on the bus. It's like, um,
Oh,
yeah.
it's cutting out again, I think.
I'm not necessarily saying much either.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to not, like, I don't know. Like, I remember being in the hospital, like, on a table, and they had to put, like, the IV on my hand. So they put, like, a numbing cream, but they had to take me somewhere, like, private. And I did not like that. Um, just other memories that, just, like, glimpses like that. Nothing, like, significant.
Yeah, just little like things. Cause I can remember, um, I can remember I don't remember all the details exactly, but my mom was sick or something. She had to go into the hospital for something, not for a long time, just for like a day or two.
Okay.
And I can remember telling my teacher that and being kind of worried about it. And then at one point, I remember what book it was exactly. I don't anymore, but just sitting in her lap reading some book to calm
Mm,
down, I guess.
that
And
sounds
it's not
nice.
like a long memory, it's just like I
Yeah,
remember sitting in her lap or sitting next to her or something. I don't know.
that's nice. I do have like some memories of like going to like the ice cream closet thing, snack thing with my mom
Aw.
in the hospital, like with the wooden spoons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the wooden spoons.
those are nice.
Yeah. Well, my hospital ice cream wooden spoon memories were later, but yeah, they have those little spoons, and like
Yeah,
I don't think they have them in other places.
no,
Like the little like paddle thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They're like ice cream cups. I don't.
Yeah.
I think I got like the strawberry and vanilla
Oh, I don't think we had flavors beyond just vanilla.
one. Oh, ours was like you can either have strawberry chocolate or strawberry vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually like them or just kind of was like, it was there. I don't think that was like my first memories because I think I was older. They don't have them anymore. Like my fifth open heart surgery, we tried to look for them and it's like, they're not there anymore. Now they have like
Oh.
peanut crackers and ice pops, not necessarily ice cream. It's like, we want ice cream. Like, oh, I did not necessarily like in a serious sense, but like,
Yeah.
that's gone. Yeah. Should I go next?
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so when I was like, I don't know, I had this elementary school, maybe like second, third grade. He was like my the I guess best friend. I don't know. I guess we had best friends throughout the life. Different best friends, I guess. But he was like my closest friend back then. And he also was a crush. He also was the one that like put his arm around me and then he got teased and then he ran away. I don't know if you know that story.
Aw,
But
I think so.
but we went to camp together unknowingly. This was like the first time I got signed up for camp that isn't like church camp. We're not religious. We just, I don't know how we got started doing church camp. I think it was like the only thing that for like little kids. So it was easy to sign up, I guess. But this wasn't a church camp. It was just like craft camp, sort of. But so I was probably, I don't know, how old are you in second, third grade?
I have no idea.
Around that age. And I, before my fifth open heart surgery when I was like 18, before that, heat really bothers me. Like I'll get sick and dehydrated very fast. So like even if it's like high 70s, I would feel like really sick and like might throw up or pass. I've never passed out, but I have like lost vision and hearing. Like everything went white and like hearing once, but that was like in later years. But like in this camp, we had to go outside. It was really, really hot out. Or it might have been not really hot out, but since the camp counselors were only teenagers, they're like, we can't go back inside. We have to stay out here. So I had to stay in the shade, just kind of dying from the heat, which sounds really bad. But me and my crush, we found like this cherry, probably from someone like eating cherries beforehand. So we started building. So the area we were in, like the camp kids, were like this volleyball sand area. So everything was sand. And so we started building a sand castle. And then we put the cherry on top of it. So we're like, it's King Cherry.
Aw.
Yeah, and then slowly we started like dancing around the castle, like doing like a rain dance.
Aw.
And then when like some of like the other kids, I don't know who any of these other kids are. I never really got to know them. But they would come over and they sometimes would help, but they would get bored or they're like, what the heck are you two doing? You know? And we would tell them, like, we're trying to get the rain because my friend doesn't like the sun. And then I would like sit down for a bit because I didn't have enough energy to continue, but he would still continue for me. And then within like 10 minutes of like me and him just doing this rain dance, it like the clouds start to get gray and like the sun went away and it started to get cooler. And then like little by little, like rain droplets would like plop, plop, plop.
Oh.
And like the sand, and then it started raining, and we were both so happy. And so like I am so happy because I can actually like breathe and enjoy the weather now, and like not feel sick. And and he's just happy because it worked, and we did it, and we like, and again, it was funny because like the camp counselor was like, well, the weather didn't say it was supposed to rain today. So like we
Oh.
caused this rain, and like a lot of the kids were like so annoyed at us because it started raining, and it's like now we can't have fun. Others were like really freaked out that we like
Aw.
changed the weather, and then others like, you can change the weather? What? That's a thing? So yeah, that's like a really fond memory of me and him. It's just really
Aw.
nice. He was
That's
really
nice.
nice.
I like that.
Yeah, it was just me and him changing the weather, having fun. I want to have fun with romantic interests again. I don't know. Just, yeah, it was nice. King Cherry memory.
King Cherry.
King Cherry. I should add him in like a story. The weather god.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah.
King Cherry with weather powers.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. I like hanging out with romantic interests. I miss them.
Me too. I miss hanging out with people, which I'm slowly starting to get the opportunity again to hang out with people.
Yeah.
Mostly like between classes or carpooling with someone, not like proper like going somewhere, but
Yeah.
it's nice to like
Hang out and then
yeah, hang out
share
again with people.
like moments with each other, or like just like,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
And I get to with my family, which is good. I got
That's
good
awesome.
family who I enjoy being around. But it's so weird like being outside the house and talking to someone.
Mm,
It's been a while, but it's good.
that's good. I have not done that in like 2 years. I don't know what it will be like. My next con is like
Oh, yeah.
the near
In
April, end of April.
August or something? Oh, April.
Oh, August is the one that I'm excited for. Well, well,
I
I,
confuse
yeah,
August and April because they both start with A.
that's understandable. I can, but then again, I have been only talking about the August con. August is like August 2023 is Memento, and I think Osric is going to that one. Understandably, if things change and he has to cancel, cause like you don't know schedules, like stuff, a role could happen, or like could pop up something else, or a COVID could ramp up again. So
Oh, yeah.
hopefully not, but I do want to see Osric again in person
Yeah.
and interact with him. So I really miss him. So August is like the one that I'm excited for. But I have April. I don't know. Wait, let me look it up. Creation. It's weird because I'm not really excited for AprilCon. It's April 22nd to the 24th this year. For New Jersey. But like, it's weird. Me and my mom have talked about it, and it might be like the second to last con we do. Just because it's even like before COVID, we were like realizing the magic and the fun of cons are not there anymore. Like it's nice, but it's not. I've had my full. I mean, not saying like
Yeah.
you go to one, I'll definitely try to go to that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And if Osric goes to one, I'll definitely try to go to that one. But like, if Osric's not there, I don't really care. I know that sounds really bad, but like,
You want to see your friend.
yeah. Well,
Makes sense.
yeah. I don't know.
You want to see the person you vibe with.
Yeah, but Future Drew here. Technically, I'm not friends with Osric, but I would love to. I just know, for me, if someone claims to be my friend when we're not, or I don't have any desire to be friends with them, it just doesn't sit well for me personally. Not saying this is how Osric feels, but yeah, just wanted to clarify that. Future Drill out.
enjoy hanging out with. I like the word vibe. It sounds fun to say.
It is nice. My uh, Ro used to say that, and I was really confused for a while. And I'm like, what? And they just explained like the way you feel around someone. And I'm like, oh, yes,
Yeah, it's just like good vibes, right?
yeah, yeah.
Good
I was
vibrations.
vibrations. Oh, yeah. Let me feel your vibration. Is that something? I think I wrote something like that on DeviantArt someday. I think
Aw.
I wrote like a crocodile. That's like a purple crocodile. Oh no, vibe.
Crocodile.
Wait, let me see if I can find it. No, croc. Dang it. What would I even call it? What's
Purple
another?
crocodile.
Purple? Maybe purple. No. I don't have it. Well, it's somewhere on my DeviantArt.
It's okay. You can find it and send it to
Yeah.
me later if you find it.
I might not.
Whose turn is it?
You can go. I got
Okay,
it.
my next one, short one, but I remember it. Like in preschool, they give you like those like really dull scissors that can only cut like crepe paper because they don't want you to snip yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't
Some
like.
other kids got a hold of like real scissors, and there was like a little part of the of the I can't fully remember what it looks like, but there was some like little loft area or a playground or something. It was indoors. You could kind of be like out of sight, and they brought them in there, and they were like, "We got scissors. You want scissors?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want scissors." And I don't know what they were doing, but I remember sitting and looking at them. I'm like, "I'm gonna give myself a haircut," and then I was like, "No, I'm gonna get in trouble if I give myself a haircut." So I just started like cutting the carpet, which I don't know why I thought that was better. But yeah, I didn't get in trouble too much in my childhood, but that was one of the times I did. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea.
I kind of love that. Like, you thought cutting the carpet was better.
I know, it's probably worse
How?
than cutting my hair.
How can you? Wait, did you actually manage to cut the carpet? Because it's hard to, like, scissors the carpet.
Yeah, I think I got a few little like fluffs off before someone came in and found us.
Oh, I was thinking of, like, actually cutting, like, a carpet, like, down, like, that.
No, I didn't get like a chunk off. I just like
Okay,
trimmed it down.
okay.
They weren't happy with me for that either.
No, no. Uh, I can share one of. I got in trouble. I did got in trouble for not locking the door. Not locking the door. For locking the restroom door in kindergarten. But
Oh, did they have like a thing where you're not allowed to lock it?
I didn't know that. Apparently. But
Oh, yeah. I
the
was afraid to use I was afraid to use the bathroom when I was little.
me
Like
too.
even in high school,
Me
I would
too.
get like yeah, I would get like nervous about asking to go to the bathroom, I guess. I can remember doing it at recess, but I couldn't ask during class. And in kindergarten, you had to ask to get into the restroom, I think. So, yeah, I did not go to the bathroom much in school.
In kindergarten, the reason why, I don't think I had like a fear of going to the bathroom in kindergarten, cause like you can just go. But the problem with me, I have such a quiet voice, so I do remember, like, someone knocking on the door, and being like, "Is anyone there?" And I'm like, "Yep, I'm in here." And then they open the door, so I have to
Oh
laugh. Yeah,
no!
I started locking the door, and then someone's like, "The door is locked. Why is this locked?" And then the teacher started yelling at me when I got out.
Huh?
And then I was like so petrified going to the bathroom ever since because I couldn't lock the
Yeah.
door, and people just walk in on me. They can't hear me. And then,
Yeah.
yeah. And there was, and like, after that, like, when you, like, ask to go to the bathroom, to go, like, outside the hall to go to the bathroom, like, in other grades, they would have spiders, and I never learned how to tell time, so I felt like I was lying when I put like the time on like the bathroom time. You had to like, put like when you left class, or and then when you came back. But I didn't know how to tell the time. I still don't. or read a clock. So it's like, what if there's like a fire? Then they were looking for me, but like the time was off or something.
Oh,
So like I was so scared of lying like that and get in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell time on those kinds of clocks. If you have like, I like the kind with the numbers.
Yeah,
No
me too.
guesswork, just numbers.
Well, I still don't know how. Like I never learned it. I think a part of me. Okay, so the reason why I haven't learned it, I could easily just learn it by myself, like now, just look it up. But I think there's a part of me just kind of like sometimes daydream like my crushes teaching me, or like my romantic interests,
Aww,
like teaching me things
aww.
that like I should already know, even though like I don't honestly don't know, but like I do hold on to like not learning things when I could easily learn them, but I should just like learn it myself. I don't know. Like that is something like that is true, and I haven't told anyone that because it's just kind of embarrassing. But at the same time, it's like,
Aw.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I like learning from romantic interests. But I guess it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of like a weird, selfish thing. Because
That's
you're
not that
like
weird.
holding on to like something that you're not learning and you're refusing to learn until like an opportunity like that arises. But I don't know if it will. So,
It might.
true. Sorry, I'm drinking water.
It's okay.
Uh, but should I go? Should you go? Should we kind of?
I forgot whose turn it is.
You?
Oh, you can go.
Okay. Uh, hold on, I need to. So when I was little, we were into Lost, the TV show, and Jack was like one of my crush characters when I was little, which is interesting because I've seen it. I've tried to get into Lost, uh, like when I was a late teen, or maybe like 20s or something. Um, but like 5 years ago, I guess. I'm 25. Wow. Wow. But I just couldn't get past like season 2 or season 1 I think season 1 was good, but season 2 was trailing. But Jack was like my favorite character, and I had a crush on him when I was little. So I would, when I was little, and I guess I still do it to be honest, I'd name my stuffed animals and plushies after like romantic interests or like crushes.
Aww.
So I had like 20 plushies named Jack or something. And I did like, I recorded this on like a tape. Is it a tape? Not tape recorder, but like a. Great, I'm forgetting what it's called. Recorder. Camcorder. That's what it's called. And there's probably like the video of it somewhere, but like I did like reenactment of Lost with all my plushies, but everyone's just
Aww.
Jack. So it was like the Isle of Jack.
Dial Jack.
And like the main Jack was like an Australian shepherd plushie.
Aww.
Yeah, that's it. I would love to find that video someday, but I don't know, it's on a camcorder somewhere. So yeah. What about you?
My next one is that in grade school, I really wanted to be a dog, which I think was somewhat common. People want to be dogs or horses or cats or whatever. But I was like really into it. I can remember asking for dog toys for Christmas. Not like plush dogs, but like a dog toy that you would like chew on. And I can remember chewing on it.
Aw.
I remember, this is gross, but I do remember like picking up sticks and chewing on them like a dog. And just running around on all fours at recess,
Nice.
trying to be a dog. I would go to the YMCA after school, like before my parents would come pick me up, and I can remember some of the kids there. We had the Wolf Club where we would pretend to be, I guess, wolves.
I would have joined.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
You would have been good at it. We would just I don't have too many exact memories that we did, but I remember crawling around on the tan bark and it would like stick into me, but I was like, this is the price I have to pay for being a wolf.
Wait, on the what bark?
Like, like that tan bark stuff?
Tan bark.
Like they use it instead of like sand or whatever. I think it's called tan bark.
I've never heard of it, so hold on.
It's like the little wood chip things they
Oh, the wood
use.
chips. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it's called. Cool. I
Yeah,
learned
I
something
think
new.
that's what it's called.
No, it is. You're right.
Yeah, it would stick into me and I'd be like, this is the price I have to pay for being a wolf.
uh, the you want to be a dog reminds me of when I was little. I wanted to be a cat, and I would ask Santa Claus every year
Aww.
to turn me into a cat. And I had like a collar, a pink collar that I would wear. Now I wear it or I used to wear it as a bracelet. But yeah, now I'm more like a dog because it's like I like going on walks and I like to be comforted
Me
and
too.
called a good girl and pets.
Aw.
Pets are nice. So yeah. Uh oh, should I go? Or-
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
So I have this realistic lizard toy. His name is Slyther. I don't know if I've ever talked about him with you. I still have him.
I don't
Uh,
think you have.
okay. And so I got this when I was like wicked young, maybe like, excuse me, like leopard days. So maybe I was like 7. And I used to, I would have a leash for him. Like I could put like a collar around
Aww.
him. It was just like a ribbon and like a shoe tie. But I would so we have family in Florida. So we go to Florida every year. And we would stay there for like a week. But I think the longest time we stayed in Florida was like 3 weeks or a month or something like that. But that was like long ago. And I would, wherever we went to in Florida, I would drag him on the leash, like on the ground.
Aww.
Like, but the thing is, it looks like a real lizard. So people would like scream and be like, jump back. Like, it's not a real lizard. Like, what the heck? And dogs would like, be like startled by it. And then it'd be
Aww.
like me dressed up as like a leopard, just pulling this lizard, realistic lizard toy everywhere in Florida. And it's just like, I did that like up to like until when Destiny started coming on like family trips with us, because Destiny used to go with us like everywhere a lot. So she would come on like family trips and vacations with us. So I was probably like 16 when I stopped doing this. So, I mean, I wasn't a leopard in a leopard suit up until then, but I was just like walking my lizard. And wait, no, that's not true because wait, no, that is true. I was gonna say Murphy got stuck in the lizard. So there's like this big, huge gingerbread thing at Mary Clayton's they dress up as, and I was walking. Slicer is the lizard, and Murphy tripped on the leash because he just couldn't see in the costume, and like flew Slicer across the 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 ground wherever we were at. I was cracking up. There was a dog that was like trying to chase Slicer, like we were playing with him.
Aww.
But the reason why I said I got the time order wrong because I do remember that Murphy was still there when me and Destiny went to Mary Clayton's, but I didn't have Slyther with us, so that's why I wasn't sure if Slyther was there or not, but he was not with Destiny. It was really funny. Okay, what were you?
Um, my next one, I think sometime in grade school, I got really emotionally attached to our washing machine, and I don't know how or why, I really liked our washing machine. I just thought it looked cool, I guess. And we had to get a new one. And I was really upset. Like, I cried because we had to get a new washing machine. I don't know why. But yeah, I just remember being like, I don't want to get a new washing machine. I like this one.
That's so cute.
I still kind of do. I would get emotionally attached to really weird things, but I think the weirdest is the laundry machine because it's not like I was like seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
I would just see it when I did the laundry, but I bonded with it.
I don't know what's the weirdest thing I've got attached to. I mean, that makes sense because it's probably was there. But did you had one before it, or was that just always there?
No, I think that was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was partly just that I don't love when things shift around, but I remember
Yeah.
being really sad about the washing machine.
Oh. When I was little, I hated change, and then I
Yeah.
got older, and I'm like, I'm living in a day of loops. I need change. Now I can like appreciate change more, and then I get like job scares me, like having a job, and then like
Oh, yeah.
having the same job over and over. It's like,
Oh.
and just not know when it ends. Like, I do want to act, but that's different for me. It's like, I
Yeah.
know that's repeating like lines over and over, but like, once it's like, you know, it's not like you're gonna do the same lines for the rest of your life, you know? It's like, you change still, even though it's the same thing, you know?
I'm the opposite. I would love to keep doing the same thing every day for my job.
I,
I like to have the consistency, I guess, with that.
yeah, I think I would like a consistency in like friendship, relationships, romantic,
Oh
and
yeah.
but like job wise, it's like I think it's because
Yeah.
I love creating things and I don't want to get
Yeah.
stuck in one thing that won't.
Creating things would be a really good job. I do think I would like
Yeah,
that. But I definitely enjoy knowing that things are going to be the same every day at work.
that's good. That is nice because then you can just be comfortable with
Yeah.
it. That's good. I think. Yeah, I like that in like some aspects of my life, but not all of it. But even with like having that comfortability, you can still grow. That even though things are the same, you can still grow. Like I've been in the
Yeah.
same house for 2 years and I've grown so much, but nothing like externally has happened change.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah,
mentally.
you can still change even within
Yeah.
consistency.
So I think maybe like knowing that I might like the comfortability of repeating things. I just not used to it, so I might have to just get used to it, you know? And just be like,
Yeah.
it's okay, it's okay. Um, I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot. No, yeah, I forgot.
I don't know what you were going to say.
I'm probably gonna like rewatch this because of editing, and it's like, this
Oh
is what
yeah.
I meant. Or like,
Yeah, you can add it in post maybe.
yeah, post. But I also don't want to get in the habit of doing that either.
Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of editing work.
Yeah,
I assume I'm not editing. I'm the captions girl, which is takes longer than I thought I would, but I do like it.
I do appreciate you doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should capture cat cat. Great, this is gonna be hard for you capturing then.
It's fine.
Captioning
Caption.
captioning my videos because I have watched some like the auto capture and it's like I'm looking at a hammer and what I said is I'm looking at a camera and it's like great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I watched a video where she was talking about goth fashion, but the auto caption thought she was saying golf. Golf and goth fashion would be two very different things.
Yeah, that reminds me of like what great what's that strike a light? I'm not a something, your golf ball.
What?
There was a you typed something, a goofball to me,
Oh!
but I read it wrong.
I knew
Like,
it autocorrect.
no,
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
just
this.
read it wrong. I read it as golf ball for some reason, and then
I
I thought
remember
that
that.
was really funny, and I put it in my own script. Yeah, I think. Yeah. We keep derailing, and I don't remember who went last. I went.
We were talking about how I got attached to the laundry machine, so I
Oh
think it's
yeah.
your turn.
Sorry, I'm making water noise with my mouth in my water.
It's okay. Hydration's important.
Yeah, agreed. And then I couldn't swallow it because I was laughing. Oh, so when I was little, I would go through. I went through the stage that I would only eat blue. Well, I would only like blue things. So when I was little, for people that don't know, I was born with a half a heart, left plasty, hypo, something. I don't really know this. I don't, but that thing, you can look it up if you want. So I didn't actually have enough energy to eat when I was younger. So I had a G tube for like all of my childhood, and I use that just because when I eat something, I don't know if I just didn't have the energy or like I didn't produce enough like enzymes or saliva to break it down or whatever. I would chew something for like a good hour and like all the taste is gone, but it's still in my mouth. That's why I also take like little bites, even though I can still eat. I eat now normally, or like the average human now, but I still like little bites because it's cute, and I'm I guess more used to it. This is also why it's really hard for me to eat sushi because it's impolite to cut it, but my mouth is also small, and they like to make sushi rolls big. So it's like eat sushi rolls like or like a piece of sushi is like a huge piece of meat, and then I have like chipmunk cheeks, which is also a plate, and people yell at you. And it's like, well, how am I supposed to eat it? They're like,
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta eat it how you gotta eat it.
yeah, they're like, cover your mouth, and it's like, I don't want to cover my mouth with my hand. I don't want to be like that person, but it's impolite, so I have to cover my mouth. I kind of realized how like, whatever, that's not important. So I went through a stage that I only like blue things, so people would save me like blue M&Ms and like blue cereal and blue lollipops. But I didn't eat back then, so I would just have a collection of blue foods that like slowly rotting away.
Oh no!
Yeah. I just ate like little things here and there. So yeah.
Yeah. I know when my father was younger, he went through a stage where he only wanted to eat things that were white in color. So maybe that was like that, but with blue foods.
Yeah.
Blue is a good color. Food tastes better when it's blue.
Yeah, and
To
pink.
me.
And yeah, same here.
Like, blue raspberry flavored things versus raspberry flavored things. I enjoy it more if it's blue.
My mom would buy me like interesting foods back when I was younger, just to like get me to eat with my mouth to like gain strength in it. So I would like eat little teeny tiny pieces, but she got these like blue and pink squeeze bottles of like butter that I would try. So she would get like interesting colorful things because she sometimes would put like red food dye and like whipped cream or like green food dye and whipped cream, and I'll eat like green whipped cream. But yeah, so colorful foods. I still like if I do eat like rainbow pebbles, I do have like an instinct to just like eat the blue ones. Just eat the blue.
Blue food is better. Blue looks really delicious.
Yeah, but like Is there anything like naturally pink, like pink?
What? Watermelon, maybe?
Yeah,
Um,
that's more red. Like
red, yeah. Strawberries are red. Cherries are red. Are peaches? I don't know. I don't look at peaches too hard.
peaches are more like orangey yellow, red,
I'm
right?
gonna Google
But
foods that are pink. Salmon?
salmon.
Salmon pink?
I don't eat fish, so I don't know. Maybe
Ham?
I'm
Maybe?
just I'm just trying to
Ham?
figure out. Ham. Ponyo likes ham. I never liked Ponyo. And Maeve loved Ponyo. I don't remember what it's about.
It
Have you?
was a little girl that turns into a fish or a fish that turns into a little girl?
Yeah. I don't remember. Like she liked a boy, and she turned into a human. You cut out if you
Yeah.
stop talking. Okay.
Something something like that.
Okay.
Where she was a fish who turned into a girl who turned into a fish.
Yeah.
Oh, she would run across the waves on the water, I think.
Yeah.
But I might be mixing up two things.
No, no, no. I
I
think
saw that movie a long time ago.
same here. I think I've only seen it once, and I don't. I remember not liking it as much Maeve did, and it was like, that's a movie. I don't think I thought it was bad. I just didn't like it.
Watched a lot of those movies by the same director growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ghibli?
I think I like yeah, I
Ghibli?
default to loving Ghibli. I don't know. I think it's Ghibli.
Okay.
But I think I default to loving those movies because I saw Spirited Away so many times
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
And the other ones. Kiki's Delivery Service,
Mm-hmm.
My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky, or Castles in the Sky.
I've never seen that.
That one was good. I remember watching that a lot
Okay.
growing up. I recommend it. But I haven't seen it in a while. But I really liked it growing up, I remember.
I remember I really loved Kiki growing up.
Yeah, me too.
And then I rewatched it like a few years ago, and I'm like, this isn't what I thought it was. Like, I was
Huh.
kind of disappointed, but like, maybe now knowing what it is, or like, sort of remembering it, I might enjoy it more. I think I just had something else in mind. I was also going through like a weird mental transition in that time when I was rewatching things. Um, so I might like it. I think I just didn't like it because there was like romance, and it was like,
There was romance in that one?
yeah, there was like, yeah, exactly. I didn't remember that. Kiki and the boy.
Oh.
I,
Yeah, I don't remember seeing too much romance
yeah,
between them.
no, me neither.
I don't remember too much romance in any of those movies.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh yeah, you're right. Howl's Moving Castle did. That was another good one.
Yeah,
I love like how his castle looked and worked and like the door thing. I really like the world of that movie.
yeah.
I should make a fan character for that.
You
I
should.
have a list of things I want to make fan characters for.
I don't. But I think I should make it. But like, I realize like if I do make a fan character or something, it's just gonna be me.
I usually do that. I usually start by making one of myself or
Mm-hmm.
one who's at least similar to me, and then I start making other ones.
That's a good idea.
I guess it's like a works as good practice to make one of yourself
Yeah,
first.
yeah. I do remember being really jealous of Hal. Or I don't remember his name. Because Destiny had a crush on him. And I was
Aww.
very jealous of
Which movie?
Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl?
Yeah. The she liked him. I was very
Aww.
jealous. Friend with Destiny, just because I was really insecure. I realize now, like, jealousy is just a fancy word for being insecure that also cloud your judgment.
Oh,
So, learning that,
yeah, maybe.
like,
I haven't thought about I sometimes have a tendency to get jealous.
Hmm.
I haven't really thought about it deeply. That's good you thought about it like deeply.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I've been doing for the past 2 years. I mean, like, also, like, a friend of mine also, it's like, well, this is what I observe jealousy as being like that. And I'm like, does that fit me? Do I agree with that? And it does. Like, that definitely fits me. That's why I'm like, when I do get jealous of something or like a romantic interest, it's just because I'm insecure. And it does cloud my judgment. Like, I knew it clouded my judgment beforehand, but I didn't know it stemmed from an insecurity until like someone mentioned it could be.
Yeah, that was like,
And I'm like, wow,
yeah. Now I'm gonna think about that too.
yeah,
Yeah, I haven't thought about it that way.
yeah. So I've been like mentally observing myself at the same time, like going through
It's good.
emotions and being like, where is
Yeah.
this triggering from? And like, I do project things differently than how I'm feeling, just because I'll like say I'm upset by one thing, even though like inside it's actually because it's something else, even though I just don't want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard to talk about things that you're upset about.
yeah. It's also because it's like there isn't like any thing to do about it either. And I'm not used
Yeah.
to talking about that specific thing either. So it's like,
Yeah.
and when I do, when I was like younger with Kristen, my unhealthy friend, she would either take victim or use them against me or insult them. I'm talking about like missing someone, like a romantic
Yeah.
interest, someone you love. So like I was missing someone I love, and I got really upset and I started crying. But it's like
Mhm.
I think just again just having a best friend that I used to care. I mean I still care about them. They're not my best friend or a friend, but like treating me like that kind of made me like, and also like the circumstance of the person too.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird talking about it because people. I was like, you're just a crazy fangirl. So it's like, well, I can't like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. But emotions are valid, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We got sidetracked
I
there.
know. I'm like trying to think who was last. I think it's your turn, right? I always
Yeah.
think it's
My
your turn.
next one was I think probably possibly it connected to wanting to be a dog and also connected to the fact that I wanted to understand my pets. So I would eat kibble and dog treats
Oh,
and all kinds of stuff that our various pets would eat. Um, just want to understand their life, I guess, their experience. Most of it was okay, more than you would think was good. Not a lot, but more than you would think. The only one I really regret eating was fish food because it tasted kind of like tea. So now there's some teas that I can't drink because it just tastes like fish food to me. But like some dog treats look really good, like those bacon strip ones that are like look like cartoon bacon.
yeah.
That looks like something you should eat.
Have you tried them? Or
I think I have, and I think it tasted like what I expect them to taste like, which was a treat not meant for humans,
okay,
but better than you would think.
okay,
It tasted vaguely bacon-like,
okay.
and that was good enough for me.
That's good. Uh, I know. My dad told me that he used to eat milk bones.
I haven't had those. We didn't get them for our dogs. I guess they weren't as healthy as other dog treats or something.
Okay,
I
definitely.
remember wanting to try them, but being told like, no, we're not gonna get those for the dogs, and we're not gonna get them just for you to eat either.
I've tried cat food before just because I'm curious. Um,
Is it good?
the, the, the wet food, I mean, also probably
Ooh,
depends on like
yeah.
the kind, but like the tuna, it kind of tastes like what is it called? Tuna fish. Not as good tuna fish,
Oh, yeah.
but it tastes like tuna fish. The dry food just not taste good. It's like instantly, like I try to eat it
Yeah.
and it's like, another.
I Dog kibble
Mhm.
does taste okay to me,
Okay.
but cat kibble might.
Yeah, it'd be different.
And then we had like our our pet rats would eat these little like bricks of kibble that
The,
they could hold in their paws and nibble on. It was very bland. That one, I have no strong feelings about it because it had no flavor.
okay.
It was crunchy.
Country's good.
Crunchy's great.
I don't know if I've ever tried a temptation. I probably have. I just don't remember.
Are those the bacon-looking ones?
No, they're like
Oh no, those are cats
cat
now for
treats.
cats.
Yeah, they're like
Oh yeah, yeah. I can remember my grandma giving those to her cats. I didn't try those ones.
okay.
I did not.
I always get like this stuff on my hands. I don't like the smell of them, so I probably won't like the
Uh.
taste. But I have like forget to like wash my hands and then like eat a burrito, and it's like great. Now it tastes like temptation.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Cute burrito.
just like the first bites of like that area. Just yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Uh, when I was little, I used to. Well, I wasn't like little. I probably was still a teenager. But I used to eat raw minced garlic, and like I would put like a spoonful of raw garlic, minced garlic, with garlic powder, garlic salt, pepper, and maybe oregano on top, and I would just like eat it with a fork or a spoon. Just munch on that.
I can remember my brother and I eating like we had like those little bouillon cubes for making soup, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. I can remember my brother and I eating those. And I
Oh.
can remember we'd like sneak up and get like the container down.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be like, we can't eat too many, so we have to make it last. Like just like lick it slowly or something, and then we'd crunch it and be like, "Have another one." And I can remember one time just being like, "Hey, Dad, you should put bouillon cubes on the list. We're running out."
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
That's cute.
Is my turn?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's your turn.
No, well,
My turn?
I just kind of said the garlic thing. I guess the garlic, a spoonful of garlic is like technically one of my first meals. I guess I would have lunch
Aw.
just because, yeah, I couldn't eat a lot of food. I do remember, like, steak. I remember I had like a teeny tiny piece of steak. Like,
Ooh.
like maybe a centimeter by centimeter. Like tiny. Not even an inch by inch. And I tried that and like within like 30 minutes I was still chewing it. Just couldn't get
Yeah,
it out.
steak is
Chewy.
difficult to chew.
Yeah. And like the taste goes away. So everything was like practically gum when I was little.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily, not everything's gum anymore, so I get to enjoy things.
Yeah, now you like cooking.
Yeah.
All the time I'll be like talking to you and you're like, I made spaghetti and I made the noodles myself.
Yeah.
And then you send me a picture. I'm like, oh, I have so much to learn.
I don't.
And the grilled peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
good.
that recipe from you. That's so good.
Mm.
And every time I tell someone about that, they're like super impressed. I'm like, yeah, it's good. I learned it from someone else, but well, I didn't teach myself to do it, I guess, but it's good.
Yeah. I don't know where. I don't think I came up with the grilled PB&J. I think someone told me about that, but like the spaghetti I just kind of made.
Yeah, I know. I remember I was so impressed when you first told me that you made your own spaghettis. I was
Yeah.
like, that's possible?
Thank you. Yeah.
I thought you had to buy it from the store.
Yeah. You just put. I like whole wheat flour, and then you put water, and then you just kind of like try to make like a paste. dough and then roll it out.
Yeah.
You don't put any eggs in it. A lot of recipes called for eggs, and I think I might have like looked at a recipe and I'm like, I don't want to use eggs. Like, I honestly just didn't want to use eggs. That's mostly how I come up with my recipes. It's like, I don't want to do that. So, yeah. I don't know if I love cooking. I like cooking with other people. I do really miss cooking with other people. But
Well, you cook more than most people I know, so you
yeah.
must enjoy it at least a little bit.
I think I enjoy the food more than like
Oh yeah. Yeah, me too.
I
Food
get
is good.
bored with like food. I miss good food.
Oh yeah, I do not at all. I would and have eaten like box macaroni as the only meal for like over a month.
Mm-hmm.
I love eating the same food over and over. I don't know why, but I do.
I really like there is like I do wish I can enjoy more foods just because it's fun to enjoy food and it's probably
Yeah.
easier to just like eat an apple or like eat something healthy instead of like making something from scratch. But I don't know. I guess this is my taste buds. Um, do you have more on your list?
Yeah, I do. Is it my turn?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. My next one, this also probably connects to the fact that I want to be a dog. I would dig holes at recess. And I think there was like a group of us that would dig holes. I don't think I did it every day because I do remember having friends in grade school, and sometimes I would be with them playing, but sometimes I would just sit down, and there were other kids who were digging and like talking while digging and digging with sticks. I would just like dig with my hands like a little dog and not talk to anybody. And then I really liked the feeling of having mud on me. I really did not like I like the feeling of water on me, but I do not like the feeling of paper towels. So I
Okay.
didn't want to wipe it off, so I would just go to class with like mud gloves. And then they would get in trouble for me for coming back to class with like vast quantities of dirt on my arms.
Oh, I, that sounds fun. I don't know if I was ever in. There was like I have dug holes in my backyard, but not at school, just because I think I didn't want to get in trouble. They
Do
were
you use
very.
a stick or do you
Yeah,
dig with your hands?
I probably used like a stick, a shovel, and hands.
Yeah.
Um, so I remembered like when I was little, I used to like make potions. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, those were fun. Or like I'll dig a hole and then try to fill it with water and like it's just for bats. But it would always seep down into the ground. Or
Yeah.
it like gets filled and it's like, no, it's never ending problem. And then I would put tin foil around it to like keep it from sinking. It never worked. My mom's like, why don't you just put a pot out there? I'm like, no, it must be the ground.
It must be the ground.
It must be the ground. I think my dad's like, put a bunch of rocks in it. And then I would have a bunch of rocks in a hole. Which didn't help, because it would still seep through. It must have been like a specific rock. Not like specific rock, one specific rock, but just like specific kind and like the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also had like a metal detector, so we would like go out in the backyard, find some coins, dig some holes. Being muddy is fun.
Yeah. Is it your turn?
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard to keep track of who goes when.
Okay. This is actually my last one.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I have a few more. I
okay.
do some. Do you want to do yours first, or then I do some?
I can do mine first, and then you can just keep
Okay, yeah.
talking.
Wow, you had more at first. We must have gotten out of order or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at my list and yeah. There was all the things that weren't on my list that we talked about too. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
that happened with me too.
Okay, so this is called the French toast spit out. Again, I was little in elementary school, probably like third or second grade. I didn't have enough energy to eat, so I would put things in my mouth and chew them for like an hour, and then I would have to spit them out because they would just be like no taste mush if I did eat. So I was at school in the cafeteria once with my crush. Same King Cherry guy. I can just call him King Cherry guy.
Cherry guy.
King Cherry guy. And we had French toast at lunch. Usually I bring my lunch, but this time we had like the schedule and we knew like, oh, it's gonna be French toast. So I'm like, ooh, I want French toast. So I got French toast and I sat next to him, and the like lunch is probably like, I don't know, like an hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes or something, and then recess. And I remember I took a bite of my French toast, of just one bite, and I was chewing it throughout the whole lunch, and King Cherry ended up eating my other French toast sticks, and but the one that like I took a bite was still on my plate, and I was still eating it, and it was like nearing time for recess, and I still had this mouthful of French toast mush, so I had to spit it out in my napkin, and I put it on my plate, and he was so disgusted. He's like so shocked that I did that.
Oh.
But he didn't say anything. He was really polite. But he's just kind of like, okay. And I remember seeing his face, and I like got really embarrassed. But like he didn't say anything. He switched topics. He like didn't made me feel bad. And then we went to recess, and so yeah, just like an hour eating it. But yeah, so yeah, I would like spit out lunch if I couldn't like handle it. If I couldn't get it back, couldn't get it out, I would. So that freaked out a lot of people. I will admit that I probably took too much of a bite. Probably like an average bite for like a third grader or a second grader, but for me that's like huge. So it was like bleh, onto my plate. Well, not onto my plate, but into a napkin onto my plate. So yeah. Sorry about that for grossing you out, King Cherry boy. I don't know why you would be watching, but
Could be.
It could be, yeah. So that's it. The weird. Oh, and I have another thing, but like you can go first.
Okay. My next one, I'm assuming this was in grade school. We would have like the TiVo thing that records episodes. So when a new episode is recorded, I would watch it over and over and over until I had it fully memorized. And then I would make my brother reenact it with me. And he didn't memorize things as fast as me. So sometimes he'd be like, no, you're supposed to say something else. That's not what you're supposed to say. But yeah, I remember watching it over and over and then reenacting it with him. And I can remember one time we got to like the end of the episode and I was like, okay, let's do it again. And my brother was like, no. I don't know why I wanted to do that over and over all day, but I did. Yeah, good TV show episodes, I guess.
Was there any like specific show, or do you remember? Or was it just?
I can remember doing it with Hannah Montana.
Okay, nice.
I remember watching that a good amount. I had like a little comic book of it first before I watched the show.
Okay.
It was like, but it wasn't like cartoons. It was like screenshots of the show with the text over it and arranged into a comic book format. I
Okay.
guess I just thought that was really cool because it's like it's a comic book of real life,
Yeah.
except there was fictional characters, but it was photos, which was
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool. You're like acting. I need to get into acting.
Yeah, you're right. I was acting even back then.
Yeah.
I don't know if it counts as well. I guess it does.
Yeah, I would count it.
I remember when we'd go to the toy store, I'd be like, "Oh, that wasn't an episode of a TV show. We have to get it."
Oh.
It wouldn't necessarily like be the exact thing. It'd be like in the show she had a cell phone and that's a toy cell phone or something. I was like, we have to get that because that would fit.
Oh. I would. I should like pick out my favorite scenes of like episodes and reenact them.
Yeah, yeah. I'll reenact them with you if you
Yeah.
want.
We can video chat or something.
Yeah,
Dirk Gently.
yeah. That's the first thing I thought of. Dirk Gently.
But what scene? Oh no, I was thinking I think the actual reason why I didn't saw Todd and Farah, like the them liking each other romantically, is because I shipped Todd with Dirk. So I think that
Oh
started.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. A lot of people ship that.
Yeah, I still ship that. Broadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the ship, but I'm not invested in shipping most of the time.
No,
I
yeah.
remember being very excited about Farah and Amanda because Hannah Marks, right, was the
Yeah,
one
Hannah
who
Marks,
said she
yeah.
shipped it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's amazing. The actors ship it, I will too. But I don't typically get too much into shipping unless it's OC and canon. Then sometimes I do.
Yeah. I'm now not necessarily a shipper anymore. I think my shipping days is like over with. Not saying like that shipping is bad, unless it gets into the unhealthy zone, you know, like
Yeah.
everything. But now I just kind of ship my own characters.
It's fun. It's really
Yeah.
fun to make a character and see how they interact.
Yeah, I love like writing cute like
Wait, you mean like OC and canon or like in your stories?
in my stories, but I do like the
Oh,
OC canon
yeah.
characters.
There's very little shipping in my stories. In like my original
Yeah.
stories.
That's
Fan
okay.
characters, all the time fan characters,
We
yes.
don't need shipping in stories. But I do tend to like ship my own characters, and then it like really confuses me because now it's like, dang it, now I want them to be together. I'm the
Well,
writer,
I guess
so
that's yeah, you can make anything you want to be canon is canon.
yeah. I keep shipping Rex with Devin. I don't know, it's like, but Tristan. So I don't know.
It's because Devin Rex, right? Because the cat.
Yeah, and they have good chemistry together, like the scenes.
And they have good chemistry.
I think Rex and Tristan are too similar. Like, I haven't found my footing for each of the characters. But, like, with Devin, I found my footing. And, like, the chemistry between Rex and Devin, I found. But not, like, individual Rex and Tristan. They're just too similar. I don't know. I'm also not, like, in clan anymore. I'm more like Trolliverse. And I like shipping.
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess that would be also weird, because would that be like shipping real people?
Yeah. I might get into different things.
But I like that.
But there are
Yeah.
characters and relationships. It's just not the same as like regular shipping.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
I'm excited to read that.
Did Trolliverse or clan or...
Well, all of it, but yeah, I meant Trolliverse, but
Okay, yeah.
all of your stuff.
No, yeah, I did really get into Trolliverse, because like I have it in my head. I just haven't sat down and wrote it. I don't know why. And I just remembered something that's like made me tear up the other day because of Trolliverse.
Aww.
And it's like, I'll tell you later, because it's like a big spoiler.
Okay.
But like,
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah. And I'm also trying to remember like each kingdom area's name. Like, I'm assuming they have like names. like the Troll Kingdom was probably not called the Troll Kingdom. It's probably just called the Troll Kingdom by like other beings.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we don't call ourselves like human kingdom.
yeah, the UK or like the
Well, that's true. The UK has kingdom in its name.
yeah,
I don't know if it's really a kingdom.
yeah.
I mean, they have a queen, but it's not like the same as it
Yeah,
ever
that's
was.
true. We don't call them like the British Kingdom or the English Kingdom. Do we? No, we don't. I don't.
I don't.
Um, but it is interesting. Because then it's like the cyber and the STEAM districts. It's like what?
Cyber and Seam District sounds like it could be the name. I don't know if it was the name, but that
Yeah,
sounds like it could be, right?
yeah, it could be. I feel like that's more like would you say like they're like middle class, they're higher class. They're
Yeah.
like it's cyber, they're steamer. Maybe it's like I don't know, like cyber. I keep thinking like neon, maybe. I don't know.
Neo.
Neogon, 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 neogon. The Neogon district. District Neogon.
Neogon. I don't know.
Is that a thing? I hope it's not like a bad thing. I do tend to just say words and I do like Neogon. Neogen Lab. Neogen. Neogon. Neon store. It's a neon store.
Oh.
I was thinking of like Neon Dragon. But that wouldn't make sense because dragons are banned, so I don't think. Well, it could be before the dragons were banned.
It could still be named after dragons.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it. If you have like any ideas, maybe I'll
Yeah.
suggest a way if you do. Yeah. Do you have more on your list?
I do. My next one is from middle school. I did a lot of weird things in middle school that we don't have time for, and I chose the funniest one. I don't know if the
Okay.
other ones were as interesting. On the first day of sixth grade, um, the like cafeteria area was like, I think it was just a normal cafeteria, but to me it was like, whoa, this is huge and crazy. And they had little like pre-packaged snow cones. It had a gumball in the middle, or in the bottom of it had a gumball. I do not love gumballs, but I was like, that's so cool, it's two things. So I bought it, and I tried so hard to get down there, but it was really frozen solid. And so I couldn't get down there. And the bell rang for the end of the recess, and I was like, no, I didn't get it. And then I was like, but what if I were to save it and eat it after class? So I put it back into its little wrapper and I put it in my backpack. And at this point in my life, it is very clear to me why you should not put
I
a
know where
snow
this is
cone in
going.
your backpack. But it wasn't clear to me then. And someone actually came up to me and saw me doing it and was like, that's not going to work. And I was like, now that person, they're just trying to bully me and be mean. I'm going to put it in here anyway. They were not trying to be mean. They were giving me genuine advice that I ignored. And so there was all my papers turned rainbow.
Oh no.
And then the worst part is the next day, again, I could not get to the gumball. And I was like, if I'm more careful with how I package it up, it will be okay this time. It was not okay that time. I don't know why I thought it was going to work. And so then I learned my lesson. Ice melts.
Ice does. Did you have to get a new backpack?
I don't actually remember.
Okay.
I don't remember getting a new one.
Okay. That reminds me of I had a jacket with like large pockets. I was a teenager, and I liked to collect things. Like I would like just like grab things and just like put them in my pocket. I had like bubble wands in there. I had like this thing from like a Casey Pop thing mold. It was like a fish mold. I don't know why I had it in there. And I wanted, there was like creamers left, so I put it in there. But I forgot I had creamers in there, and
Oh no.
it popped or it just exploded. I don't know if it was in the washing machine, and I didn't tell Mom. So yeah, I had to get rid of that
Recently.
because it smelled like old milk.
Oh yeah.
Recently,
I went to eat breakfast at a restaurant, and they have like those little like those like little teeny tiny little like tubs of jam, with like the wrapper on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I put one in my pocket because my meal did not call for jam, but I wanted the jam, so I put it in my pocket for later. It ended up going through the washing machine, but it did not burst, so it
That's
was
good.
fine.
I probably had some jam things in mine too. And sugar. I also put sugar packets in mine. So it would just, the sugar packets got like all wet and like seeped through. So like there were just
Oh, yeah,
clumps
what
of
happens
sugar.
when you do that?
There's just clumps of sugar.
Oh
So yeah, I used to put, I used to grab a creamer, open a creamer, and like put a whole packet of sugar in it, and then like shot it into my mouth
no.
and do like
That sounds like something I would do,
sweet
but
sugar
it's not
thing.
something I have done.
It's tasty. I'm
It sounds
also
tasty.
lactose intolerant, so
Oh
I know.
no!
So just stomach ache. I don't get gassy, just my belly feels like it's what is it called? Devouring itself.
Oh yeah.
It's not a fun feeling.
Yeah. I don't know the feeling. I'm not lactose intolerant, but
It's sort of like cramps. It probably is cramps.
oh, cramps.
Same
Yeah.
feeling as cramps. Um, I do have one more story in 6th grade. I think it was 6th grade. Could have been 7th.
Okay.
When I left my G-tube in more than it was recommended. So like, they probably recommended to take out my G-tube like probably 4 years prior than when I actually took it out. I just was super attached to it. Same like the washing machine. I didn't use
Like
it.
the washing machine.
Yeah, I never used it like anymore because I got it the strength to eat, even though I didn't like eat a lot. But like 7th grade, we took it out because it was like leaking over it, and like every time I drank Yoo-hoo at like in 6th grade lunch, I would have to go to the nurse's office and they would have to put like gauze around it. And eventually we took it out in 7th grade, and now it's like a extra belly button, but before like it closed up, it just closed up like after I finished Hero for some reason. I think that was my like reward for finishing. His name was Hero. If you want like go by like that, I like reward systems. Which sucks because there's an actual scene in Hero where I'm leaking, and now it's closed up. Now I can't use it.
Oh.
But I do prefer it's closed because now I don't have to worry about like putting napkins or
Yeah.
my shirt stain. But when I first took it out, I remember eating eggs, and a white, like viscous liquid of egg
Oh.
coming out of the hole, just like slowly. And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
Mom, I'm leaking eggs. I'm so talented. I was so excited, and I was laughing uncontrollably. And then I was like, I told Kristen, I'm like, I'm leaking eggs, and she was like freaking out. And she's like, that's the grossest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I'm leaking eggs. No one has ever done this before. Well, I was suing. So I was very proud of that. I was a weird kid. I'm still weird. I would still get excited if I think.
Oh yeah. You would still get excited if you. You mean you'd get egg-cited?
Excited, yes. I understand the yolk.
Oh! That was good. Oh, yes.
So,
Okay, I had some more high school ones. They're not that interesting, so I'm just gonna do
you can still share.
modern day proof
might-
that I'm still weird.
Okay.
I guess I can quickly say my other two.
I might think they're interesting.
I'm just gonna not that interesting.
Okay.
In high school, I had to drink these protein shakes, and I went through a phase where I would get shy about really weird things. Usually it was like asking for something or anything like that. Like if the staff people were busy, I didn't want to bother them.
Yeah.
And so they gave me a protein shake, and I opened it up, and it looked weird, and I sniffed it, and it smelled weird, and I tasted it, and it tasted weird. And then I looked at the carton, and I was like, the date for the like the expiration date, and I realized I don't know what day it is today, and I was too shy to ask anybody, so I drank it. It was expired, and yeah, it messed up my intestinal area for a while
Oh no.
because I was too shy to ask what day it was, so I just drank it. There weren't really like a lot of trash cans around, otherwise I would have just thrown it out. Probably. I don't know. And finally, my modern day weirdness. Recently, my parents ordered like alcohol online, like through the mail. And they were out of the house when it arrived, and the guy came up to their door and he was like, we need someone over 21 to sign for the alcohol. And I was like, I'm sorry, my parents aren't home. And he's like, well, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. He got in the truck, he drove off, and I was like, I'm 21. I could have signed for it. I could have signed for it, but I told him my parents were home.
I probably wouldn't even, if that happened to me, I probably wouldn't even open the door. I would be like too shy to open the door. But yeah. So,
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that, and it's a good story.
Good story. Is that it? Have we reached the end?
I mean, I can talk about like modern, I guess.
Yeah, give a modern one, and then give your daily recommendation.
Daily recommendation.
Weekly or
Yeah. Yeah, that makes. I guess I don't know. I figured I found a new food that I like. I like making like toast with garlic butter and putting apple jelly on top of it and like eating it.
Oh,
It's really good.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. What is something that I've done that's like really weird? I guess like do you want me to tell you the story when I was like 20? And you
Yeah,
should
give a
know
20
this.
story.
I was 20 when I asked. I wanted to hang out with someone that I was
Oh yeah.
romantically interested in, and I asked. Well, so there's like more parts of this. Should I just do a summary, or should I just? Because there's like also like the part of like that's probably. I can do a quick version of it.
Yeah.
So
Just however you want to do it.
So I accidentally told the person that I love. I mean, I don't, back then I don't know if I knew I love him or if I did. But I love him now, still. But back then I told him I didn't know where I lived. And I was 20. 20-year-olds should know where they live. And I did. There was things going in my mind. I asked him if he wanted to hang out, and he asked me where I'm from, and I, defensively, I would say, replied, I don't know. But then he asked me where would we hang out, and I again defensively, like, I don't know. In conclusion, I didn't expect to get that far. But there is more to the story. On my side, he was very nice and lovely. And I think he was amused, which is nice. And maybe a bit confused. But yeah, he thought it was funny, which is good. Cause I still think it's funny. But yeah. I should have just said that. I might have cut the other parts out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good story either way, however you tell it.
Okay, yeah. Because I feel like there's like 2 parts of this story. It could be funny, but then it could be like the other Christian side of it. But that actually, like, even though that's like sounds embarrassing, it was actually like one of the most impactful moments.
Oh, impactful.
Yeah. Not because I then realized I didn't know where I lived. No, I knew where I lived. I just other things was going on. I don't know, like, how specific I should get with this.
Oh, well, you can edit it if you need to, I guess. Yeah. It is hard to know how to like, tell stuff.
Yeah. I think I would tell the whole story if it's the episode was about, like, impactful moments or, like...
Yeah. Well, we probably will in the future. Do you want that?
I'll tell the full version later. So,
keep on watching our podcast to hear the full version in the future one day.
If you want. So, yeah. Should I do my recommendation?
Yeah, recommendation time.
I recommend watching Pushing Daisies. It is one of my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah.
And it's great. And it's lovely. And it's cute. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It does have, like, a sort of dark sense of humor. And, like, a very happy tone. It has, like, a depth sense of humor.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot about it from Julienne.
Yeah.
I should see it.
Hi! Bella just opened my door. Do you want... She's drinking water, never mind.
Oh, Bella.
Bella!
Hi, Bella.
Sunny says hi.
Aww.
She's drinking water.
Oh, we should do one about pets, maybe.
Yes, that's a good idea. Funny pet moments. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Want to do that now?
We've gone a long episode.
Yeah, long episode. But yeah, is this the end of the episode?
Yeah. Okay. This has been Awkward Outcast podcast with
do I say
Sunny? Oh yeah, you go first.
No,
with?
No, you can just say Sunny.
Okay.
At the end.
With Sunny.
And Julienne. Sorry. It's weird.
Have an awesome, awkward, splendid day. Or night. Good night if it's nighttime.
Yeah. Okay.